Hello and welcome. Today we're going to do a little balance workout and we're just going to start standing on our mat. I'll stand sideways and start at the back of your mat. Just let your arms relax. We'll just start with a few roll downs, get you a little warmed up, and then we'll work a little balance. All right, so here we go. Exhale, roll all the way down, just sliding down. Release your neck and shoulders here. And if you need to rock a little bit back and forth and get a nice stretch, you may. Go ahead, bend the knees. Extend the legs. Two more like that. Bend the knees. Extend one more time. Bend the knees. Extend. Soften the knees. Draw the abs in. Roll all the way up. Once you're up, let's take a big reach up and around. Big arm circle. One more time. Big lift. And around. Let's go into another roll down here. Round it all the way down. Hang here. Release the neck. And bend, extend 3 times again for 3. Place your hands where they feel the best for you. One more time. Soft knees, abs in, round all the way up. And a big arm circle. Just one. All right. So from here, look down at your feet. Make sure your feet are directly underneath your hips. Find a focal point that you can focus on to help with the balance. Arms just down by your sides. Get a nice squeeze in your tush, even your inner thighs, because our balance comes from our whole center all the way up. And we're just going to lift our heels up off the floor and lower down slow. Again, squeezing from your glutes, your inner thighs. It might take a few. You might start to wobble around. But like I said, if you have a focal point you can focus on, it does make a difference. Breathe, lift, and down. The other thing you want to take note of, what your ankles are doing. Are they rolling from side to side? Are you able to keep the pressure even on all 10 toes? Or do you notice you're rolling your feet? We want to try to really push from the whole ball of our foot. Lift and not let our ankles roll out to the side. Last 2. Ooh, as I almost lose it. Last 1. And now let's see if we can hold it for a count. Lift up, hold here. Pull up your quads even. Squeeze the inner thighs. Pull your abs in. 3, 2, 1, lower the heels down. Let's go into a roll down after that. Yes, you're going to feel your calves, your ankles, but you want to feel the whole back of your leg working all the way up through your inner thighs, your abs. Get a little bend, extend if you want. Get that stretch. One more. And then soften the knees and round all the way back up. So this time as we're standing here, we're going to go ahead and lift both heels up. Drop one heel down, lift them up, other heel down. So a little alternating. Squeeze your bottom, lift both heels up, find that focal point, drop your right heel, left knee will bend and lift up. Drop left heel and lift. Right, so it's like our prances that we would do on the reformer. Woo, just watching him the balance. Gonna start to lose it every once in a while, but we need to strengthen up our ankles and also work on the flexion of our toes and the ball of our foot, right? This is to help fall prevention and stability. Lift, super important. Right? We lose balance starting at the age of 30, as does everything else. Starts to go downhill at 30. If we were 30 again, or 29. And one more time. Good, both heels up and lower them down. Get your bearings, shake it out if you need to. Yeah, feel those ankles and roll it all the way down. Once again, hang here. Let's bend, extend the legs for 5 this time. And 4, get that big stretch. 3, abs pull in. 2, 1, soft knees round all the way back up. Again. All right. So if you feel like you've imprinted into the mat, you can readjust where you are because your feet might have made a mark. I'm going to readjust because I feel like I've just made a mark there. Okay. Feet back just hip bone distance. From here, You can put your hands on your hips. You can bring them to your side, whatever works for you. All we're going to do is slowly lift our right knee up, find that balance on the left, and then tap the floor with your big toe and then lift again. Tap and a lift. Tap and a lift. I know I start on my left leg because that's my stronger leg. I always tend to do that. I probably should start on the other side and up. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Replace that foot. Look down, make sure they're even. Get your bearings on the other leg. And here we go. We lift up and tap. I don't care how high that knee lifts, as long as your hips are staying square. Working on the balance on just the one leg. Take note differences on each side. Was one side easier for you? Did you feel pretty balanced? Sometimes we do. Sometimes we have those days. You never know. Last 2, lift, lift, and replace that foot. All right, adding on from that, we're gonna go back to stabilizing left leg. Right knee is gonna come up. We're gonna add an extension. So we're gonna hinge and then bring it back up and tap down. So here we go. Right knee lifts, hold. Add an extension, meaning you're gonna hinge a little forward. Left knee will bend a little. Come right back up, bend that knee up and tap it down. We'll take a little tap break in between. So lift up, we'll hinge, soften that left knee a little bit, come right back up and tap. So what's difficult about this one, well, we're hanging out longer, but we're also changing where our focal point is from looking straight forward to looking down. So watch that you don't lift your head and try to look forward, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to jet our chin out. We want to try to keep that alignment of our head as we do that hinge and lift and down. Again, we lift, hinge, lift up and down. We got 2 more. You should be feeling that stabilizing leg about this point, right? Works the hamstrings. Obviously, you're going to feel your calf, your ankle, and a reach and up and down. Okay, we're going to hold it. Here we go. Knee up. Extend that leg. It doesn't have to go high. My leg is not very high, but you find what works for you, your pivot point. Little lifts of that right leg, tiny. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hips square. 4. Shoulders open. Your focal point is straight down in front of you. 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Pull that knee up if you can and down and shake out that leg. Yes, that leg should be burning a bit, right? Lots of stability. Okay, and work. It should, stability is hard, right? Okay, here we go. Other side. Right leg is staying down. We're going to pull our abs in. Left knee comes up. Pause. We'll do that little hinge. Soften the right knee a little. Slowly come back up. Pull that knee in and tap it down. Again, you might be feeling your right foot get a little wiggly, trying to figure out where our stability is. It likes to do that. Lift, right? It's trying to figure it out. Our body is like, oh, where am I going? Right? That's okay. We need to work all those little intrinsic muscles, right? It's a fancy word, intrinsic. I just whipped that one out. Lift and hinge. Ooh, watch again. You don't start to open the hip. I know on my weaker side, for me to go, I feel like I start to open my hip. So maybe I just don't go as far, right? So I don't start opening that hip up. And if you need a wall, right, you have a wall next to you maybe, or whatever, a chair back, something if you need it. It's not cheating. Just give yourself that little extra assistance if you need to. We want to work to not use it, but hey, I'd rather you use it than fall down. One more time. Hinge. Up. All right, one more. We're going to hold the leg back. All right, leg's probably burning here. And little lifts left leg. 1, squeeze both butt cheeks. 2, abs in. 3, open shoulders. 4, 5, 6, keep it square. 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull that knee up and set it down. Ooh, shake everything out. Hello, ankles and leg and butt. Hopefully you felt it. You might have felt it differently on one side than the other. I know I tend to, right? That's okay. All right. So from here, we're going to go ahead and come down onto all fours, but let's go into a roll down and make our way there. So come to the back of your mat again, find a nice lift, exhale, roll all the way down. Get that stretch. Let's time, as we stay down, let's bend our right knee and have the left leg straight and feel that big stretch along that leg. And then switch, bend the left knee, big stretch, and back. And now slowly start to walk out to a down dog for a moment and just find that stretch here. Go ahead and pedal the knees so we get that stretch through the calves even. They were probably talking to you. And then go ahead and shift forward and drop the knees down. All right, so on all fours, hands are underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips as much as you can. From here, little unilateral work. And again, it challenges our balance and our core in a different way. So all we're gonna do is take our right arm and reach it out and then set it down. And then the left arm. So ideally, when we're doing this, do it again on the arms. We're trying not to shift too much. Try to find the work through your center to hold you in place. One more time, left. And now from here, keep the arms quiet. Let's do the legs. You're gonna reach the right leg back, not very high, and in. Just hip height. So it's not about lifting it super high. Think about reaching it long and then bringing it in. Reach it long and bring it in. Again, exhale, reach and in, and a reach and in. Now hold here. We're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. So right arm out, left leg out. Find that balance. It's going to change and then bring it in. Left arm, right leg. Keep the limbs long. So what I mean by that is we tend to buckle the arm, especially think of lifting out of the arm that's on the floor. Keep it straight, but try not to open the shoulders to compromise. Just think, push the floor away and you're almost levitating up off the floor. And reach. We're going to stay right arm, left leg this time. Hold them here, find it, and then we tap the floor for 5 and lift. Arm and leg, 4, 3, 2, 1, return. Left arm, right leg, reach it, hold it, and we tap for 5. Shoulder back, 4, 3, 2, 1, slide it on back. All right, we're going back to right arm, left leg again. Hold here. Now this time, open right arm to the right as the left leg opens left and bring it in. Again, open it out, bring it in. Again, watch the left shoulder doesn't start creeping up. 2 more, open. 1 more, bring it in. Left arm, right leg, hold it here. And we open, close for 5. 4, again, watch the right shoulder. 3, try not to sit back either. 2, make the weight even. 1, bring it in. Take a little stretch break if you need to. And if the wrists need a little bit of love, you can shake out the wrists. All right, we're gonna go into another set of that, just changing our balance just one more time. So coming on all fours, what you're gonna do to change it this time is take your right hand right next to the left. So it's right next to it, okay? Now shoot your right leg out and then shoot your left arm out and see how that changes it just a little. Try to keep the hips square. The hips are gonna wanna open, right? And then bring it back, separate the arms. Now bring the left hand right next to the right, shoot the left leg out, then bring the right arm. You might notice one side's easier than the other and bring it in. Hold here. Let's try it again. One more set, right? You're gonna notice what side was harder for you. What do you have to do? Get the arm straight, squeeze the armpits, reach the right leg out, then bring that left arm. Hold it, breathe, and then bring it in, separate, bring the left hand to the center, extend the left leg, hold it, try not to open the hips, then take right arm out, hold, again, finding where that work is, good, and then bring it in, take a little break for a second, shake out the wrists if they were starting to talk to you, because they might have been. We're going to do one more set. This one is a little bit trickier. Our hips are going to really want to open. That's okay. Just kind of move with it. We're going to do same arm, same leg. So it's a little trickier, but we can do it. So here we go. On all fours, what we're going to do, start with the arm. Get your weight into that left side. See if you can slowly slide the right leg out. You're going to lean, right? Same side. And then we're going to lift it up. It's hard, right? Ooh, you might have to keep tapping it. We're going to lean. I know it. That's okay. Just see how squared off can you get it? Can you get it more square? And then you kind of topple over. All right, here we go. You can do the arm first or the leg, see, or you can tap them out. What I'll do is tap the floor and tap the floor with the hand and then squeeze the butt and then see, okay, here we go. Same side. Ooh, what side was easier? Don't start to sit back. That's how we cheat. We start to do that and sit back and then it's way too easy. Hold it. Woo, and bring it in. I know our hips start to open, but anyways, it's just a fun way to challenge ourselves, which is really good for us, right? We need to do some, these balance challenges. All right, go ahead, come to all fours once again. Toes curled under, shoulders are back. Exhale, tuck your tail and go ahead, lift up and back into a nice little down dog for a moment. Relax your shoulders. Go ahead, walk your hands back to your feet. Hang down again, get a nice bend and extend. And then keep the knees soft. Use your abs to roll all the way up and roll your shoulders. So those are just a few fun ways to challenge your balance, work your balance. How you can build up is with some of those standing balances when we're lifting. You can add leg extensions. You can close your eyes, and that's going to make it way more difficult. So try some of them with your eyes closed. So anyways, just a fun little balance challenge for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me.